So of all the places in Dripping Springs I could have eaten, I picked this one, Natkhat Indian Food. And if you're ready for a dance on your taste buds, please follow me into an amazing experience. This is a family-owned spot full of bold flavors, warm hospitality, and recipes that come straight from the heart. From the moment you walk in, you can feel it. This isn't just food, it's culture, tradition, and family. We're going to grab a seat, slow things down for a moment, and hear directly from the owner about their story, their passion, and what makes Natkhat so special here in Dripping Springs. If you love supporting local family-run businesses and you love great food, you're in the right place. Let's sit down and talk Natkhat. We asked the chef to be on, and she's like, look, let me do what I do well. Let me cook. Let me show you what I make, and we'll show you her here in a second. Yeah. But I wanted to come here because we're featuring Dripping Springs, and we're featuring that what makes Dripping Springs different from other cities we do. Every month we do a different city. And one of the things I talk about is how there's a lot of mom and pop. There's a lot of, family-run restaurants. It's not just these mega chains here.
So woman-owned.
Yes.
And family-run restaurant.
Woman-owned.
Family-run.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
And made with love. And again, the story of how it started was, doing it from home. Everybody had already heard about how great her food was, and it was really good. She started doing it for other people, kind of helping out people who were elderly, infirm. Then they said, let's start our own.
Yeah.
Right?
2022.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was just when COVID was going away, and we started during COVID. She was already making food.
Okay.
And she was taking it to to the friends who are old and infirm, and she was taking it to people who were our friends but wanted to have food. So there was they wanted to eat healthy food.
Okay.
So that's when she started taking it to all those people, and then they were like always saying, why don't you open your own restaurant?
Yeah.
Why don't you open one location? And then we thought of let's just do something about it. Thought of doing a food trailer. We went in to get one manufactured, and it showed up as a very nice 5-star manufacturer, but a gambler, and he took the whole money, $20,000, and never came back.
Right. Wow. So you had a setback.
Because I was teaching in the community, so the community knew us as a family, and now it was our time to give back to the community. Nice. So it's all about giving, and and like me and my wife Sakshi, we always believe that giving brings more happiness to you than just receiving from people. The best inspiration that we have is our son. He had an episode where he started having seizures, and his seizures converted into autism. And so then we were going in and out to the doctors. Sakshi researched all those diets, and she was trying to practice and give everything that was valuable for his nutrition and in his health. But at the same time, her mom and my mom, the grandmas, they came together and they said, this is taking you nowhere. Yeah. You need to just use your traditional food, because your traditional food does not have gluten in it. And we were surprised. She has a pharmacy background. Yeah. I have an education and a naturopathic background. We did not believe when they said, our food does not have gluten.
Yeah.
What drew you to Dripping Springs?
Yeah. So while we were searching for a home, Jaime helped us look some houses. It was not only about having a home, but a home where you can count the community in.
No compromise on anything, because we call this place home away from home.
Yeah.
So when you just come to your home and you just ask your mom, hey, what do you have? Well, you can always take samples and taste what you like.
Yeah, nice.
So we offer samples here so that even if you don't know what you're eating, even if you don't know what you should eat here, you have an option, because then you're not stuck to butter chicken.
All right, now this is where it gets fun. We're diving into the food here at Natkhat Indian Food, and every dish tells a story. Let's start with the pappadums. Light, crispy, and perfectly spiced. That crunch, addictive. They're the kind of appetizer that wakes up your palate and says, get ready. Next up, sev puri. And wow, you've got crunch, spice, sweetness, and tang all hitting at once. Every bite is layered, fresh, and full of flavor. The star of the table, lamb chops. Juicy, tender, beautifully seasoned with that smoky char that lets you know these were cooked with intention. You don't even need a knife. They fall right off the bone. Everything here is bold but balanced, flavorful without overpowering, and you can taste the love that comes from a family-owned kitchen. So it's Indian, and I personally love Indian. I love spices. I love sauce. If you know me, I love sauce. And the interesting thing is that it wasn't all covered in sauce like I'm used to regular Indian food. This was definitely more homemade, like your mother would make Indian food, real stuff. The flavors were amazing. They had this dipping sauce. And again, if you know me and my sauces, it had mint, something else, coriander, cardamom, I think it was, and cilantro. Amazing. I could have put it on my finger and just taken a bite of my finger. It was really good.
What would you recommend?
You know, I think they said it. They summed it up the best. A dance on your taste buds. The flavors. Guys, if you don't know that I went to go eat with somebody who is, I call Miss Picky, right? But she loved it. I took a bite of the lamb chops, and let me just tell you, by far the best lamb chops I've ever had. By far.
I think something that stood out to me was their passion for food and for making it for the person.
She talked about, like, she kept coming and telling, like, how she would customize. Like, she's like, you know what? I have so many people here from Dripping Springs who don't eat Indian food, are not accustomed to Indian food. So we have to give them a little sampler. When they start off with a sampler to see what are the spices they like, and then they'll go back into the kitchen and they'll custom make something for them that the client will like that's Indian food. You have anything from kids who are just used to chicken nuggets to people who are, you know, not used to, you know, spice or the scents or you know, eating healthy, because it was healthy.
Yeah. A
lot of vegan and vegetarian. Again, I'm a meat eater, but this was truly amazing. And again, I'm very, very hard on food. I don't like Instagrammable food, you know, just because it's Instagrammable, it's good, or because people follow it, or, you know, do the fake, oh, wow, this is so good. There's things I like better than others, but definitely the flavors were on point.
Yeah.
Their story as to why they started creating food, why they're so passionate about the food, why they take so much care, because it was for their son who got sick, and then it started helping others, elderly people in the area who were ill, and then it just caught on. People were like, you've got to share this with the world, and that's what they did. And it's going so well, despite setbacks that they've had. They were taken advantage of as immigrants not from this country. They're expanding. They're doing more things for the community, and they're starting cooking classes. So I think that's a great way for others in the area who are not familiar with this type of food to come to learn how to make this food, how it's made, and how they can share it with their family. Nice. If you're looking for a place to explore bold flavors and support a family-owned spot, we absolutely recommend Natkhat Indian Food. Thanks for eating with us, and stay tuned for our next highlight, where we're traveling to Santa Rita Ranch. You won't want to miss it.